Hey everybody, it's Monday night over here at Rethink Gaming, and that means we are playing Curse of the Crimson Throne, which is a Paizo Pathfinder adventure, but we're using the 5th edition rules because we're crazy like that. We're playing it over Discord. Feel free to listen to it on there. We're streaming to YouTube. Feel free to watch it on there. We're using Fantasy Grounds as our engine of choice for all of the rules and automation. And I just have to say thank you, as always, to Sirenscape for the amazing atmosphere and music. You've just got to be using it at your gaming table. Tonight we're going to be trying to use the web app, so the sound quality seems a little bit better to me. We'll see how the usability goes, but such it is, such it is. When last we played, the party had emerged from the Dead Warrens after doing battle with multiple Darrow and some necromancers and such to retrieve the body parts of a Shuanti prince, if you will, a member of the chieftain's family. The body was handed over to the grateful man, but the city is in a tizzy. Everyone is sweeping toward the castle. There's apparently an execution scheduled for this very day. What, if anything, would you guys like to do before heading over there?
We did get all the body parts, right?
You did, yes.
Okay.
That's a good question. I'm reconnecting. I crashed out. 1 second.
So who is it that we're supposed to bring the body parts to again?
We already handed it off.
Thousand Bones?
You did already hand it off to Thousand Bones, who thanked you.
Oh, okay.
And rushed out of the city because things are getting uncomfortable.
Ah, okay.
Personally, I'd like to go check up to see and make sure it is not. I think her name is Hold on. Where's the notes?
Check the notes. People, places, and murderings.
Which we do a lot of.
It's all in the notes.
You have yet to murder a single place.
Cressida, I think, is who I was talking to.
We've been challenged.
I think we need to go there just to make sure that Bryce would personally like to go just to make sure that Cressida is okay, due to the conversation that I had overheard when we were in front of the 4 full armored female guards.
Okay. So you want to head toward the keep instead of the castle?
I just want to figure out who's actually the execution is for. Just because I want to make sure that it's not her, because she got threatened, or I overheard the threat that there would be additional executions if she didn't get results. So I just want to make sure that it's not her.
So we need to follow the crowd to the murder. Or to the execution.
And I think Lando needs to go to the restroom, so I'll be back.
Okay.
Does that sound like a plan to y'all?
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds good to me.
Follow the angry mob.
Love a good angry mob.
Okay. You approach the public courtyard in the castle, and you can see that there is a grand stage on the left with a throne and several smaller chairs set up. And there is a guillotine up on a stage on the opposite end of the courtroom or courtyard. The rabble, the peasantry and such, are gathered nearest the guillotine. They are handing out or selling for a few copper rotten vegetables and the like for the throwing. They seem apprehensive but excited at the prospect of a show. The opposite end is filled with more of the aristocracy of Corvosa, and looking across that group of people, the fine gowns, garish capes, and jewels twinkle so much in the sunlight as to be blinding to the common citizen. Where do you guys feel like you fit in?
somewhere in the middle.
Okay.
We're probably covered
we-
in lots of blood and guts and nasty shit from our recent.
Victor, look me over. Do I have any blood and guts on me? And I just start like turning in front of Victor.
Lots.
Shit.
Lots and lots.
I want to use prestidigitation on myself to clean myself off.
Okay.
I'm gonna go sit with the fancy people.
Norma, you better clean us all up too.
So it is standing room only for everyone. The courtyard is not large enough for the city, and it's bumper to bumper people, even over there.
I don't want to sit with the trash. I'll clean us off.
All of us? We're all clean?
Unless anyone doesn't want to be clean.
I want to be clean.
I would prefer to be cleaned.
Me too.
I will cast prestidigitation 5 or 6 times, however many other people there are.
Okay. Somebody make
we
a
see-
perception check.
I was gonna say, do we see anybody that we're familiar with over in the aristocracy? I assume the queen's there.
You don't see the queen.
Perception, you said?
Receive things. Go.
Okay. You can see Cressida. She's in plain clothes. She's standing over by the wall near the entrance with 2 guards whom you also recognize, who are also in plain clothes.
I just kind of want to sneak closer that way. And kind of like do the awkward look at me from across the room kind of thing to see if I can get her attention to see like if everything's okay.
Okay. You also see Eamon Jalento, the noble that you guys saved from the mob, standing over with the aristocracy. And you rolled one. We've got a 19. You can see DeVargo, the Spider King, in amongst the rabble, trying to be sort of incognito, but also here for the show.
I just subtly start pointing out all of the people that you've listed. Hey guys, Armin's over there. Spider King's that way. Cressida's over here. I got to figure out what's going on with her. There's a bunch of guards that we've recognized that are in plain clothes too. Just kind of be ready because I think something might happen. So just a heads up, but I don't really know.
Okay, so you're going to make your way through the crowd. You're going to try and do this nonchalantly or stealthily, or what are you doing?
Kind of like a mix of both. Kind of like, is the like fruit salesman over that way too? In Cressida's direction?
Yes.
Okay, so I want to initially like make it look like I'm heading towards him, buy some fruit, and then maybe like drop one near her to kind of like be like sneakily like, hey, I'm here, kind of like what's going on. If you can help, if you can give me anything, like any information.
Okay. So, that's fine. That's all successful. She makes eye contact with you and nods, but doesn't say anything until you get closer.
Okay.
She sort of looks up a little bit as though she didn't understand what you said or couldn't quite hear you over the noise.
Mm-hmm. I just kind of repeat, like, is everything okay? Like, do we need to fear something? Like, what's happening? Who's the one getting executed? Is it the one that we talked to before?
She starts to say something. She seems to get a little choked up. She says, I don't want to talk about it.
The final thing I ask it will be, is this from the lady in red, and do I still need to follow your lead to see if she can like put the two together of the one instance being the cause of it.
She looks at you, a tear rolling down her cheek, which is unusual for some woman who's been so strong thus far. And she says, "While I'm still technically the field marshal, you can no longer be in the guard. There is no guard."
Okay. I hand her some fruit that I had just bought, which, by the way, how much gold or silver do I need to knock off for that?
Copper. Like,
A copper?
yeah, per fruit, it's a copper.
Okay, so I'll do enough for 1 silver piece.
Okay. Arms laden with rotten tomatoes.
I give her a hefty amount, probably like a third, and try to stealthily hand her one of my daggers. One of my extra not my magic dagger, but just one of my normal daggers
Okay.
in the mix.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna like bolt and like try to blend in with the crowd, and then slowly make my way back to the group to kind of explain that she might be the one being executed today. Just kind of like keep heads on swivels, you know.
Okay. Is anybody else doing anything?
I'm just eyeing the situation that's unfolding. So no. Waiting for more to happen.
So much
I'm just trying to blend into the crowd to be kind of stealthy, but not obviously hiding.
I am as well.
Queen Iliosa emerges amid a great flourish and pomp as heralds announce her arrival with fanfare of music and drums. With a lot of fanfare there, Sirenscape. Back her down.
love fanfare.
She seems to have fully accepted the mantle of sole monarch now and carries herself with poise, style, and grace. She wears a green and white silk dress worth thousands of gold coins and is attended by a small army of striking guards. They're all clad in brand new suits of plate mail with a closed helm sporting a flowing crimson plume.
Fellow Corvosans, you have suffered greatly these past few weeks. Homes have burned, family members have died, and fortunes have been lost. I feel your suffering, for not only have I lost a beloved husband, but with each act of anarchy that followed, my heart bled more. This has been a trying time for us. Yet the torment is at an end. Before you is the source of your anguish and pain. Do not be deceived by this murderer's timid nature. She is a black-hearted assassin. I offer you her death as a salve against the hatred and hurt you have suffered. And so, without further delay, let us usher in this new dawn with justice. Off with her head!
An executioner forces Trinia, the woman you saved from the rooftops, toward the guillotine, but cries out in pain as a hurled dagger embeds itself in the back of his hand.
Nice.
Yes, indeed, my queen. Let us usher in justice. But let that be justice for Corvosa, not this shambles you call a monarchy. Long live Corvosa. Down with the queen.
Those of you lifelong Corvosans recognize this immediately as the fabled hero Blackjack. Beloved by most, hated by a few, mostly the corrupt and wicked. This is basically Kovos' version of a superhero. Come to save Trinia from the guillotine. As you can hear, the crowd is mixed. Some are still calling for her death. Others have turned their anger toward the queen, for if Blackjack opposes her, they will as well. What do you guys want to do?
You successfully got her out?
Or
He's
is he
working
still
on it.
trying-
The dagger that's in the back of the executioner's hand, do I recognize it as the dagger that I might have given Cressetta?
It is not the same dagger, no.
Okay, cool. Just checking.
Where's the queen in all this?
She's up on her stage across the way.
I think we need to help
Help who?
Blackjack.
Yeah, but if we do that in front of the
I wanna-
queen...
Well, can we subtly cause some sort of distraction?
Well, that's... Okay. Can we huddle?
Avengers assemble.
Avenger, like, I want to make sure no one else hears this, because we're about to say some fucked up things.
Huddle.
I mean,
Gu- Guys,
I can-
look at all the fucking fruit I bought.
I think the best way to get out of this situation is to not actually hit her, but if the queen's life is in danger, the guard will have to get her out, right?
Oh God.
I
I want to throw a javelin at the queen
wait.
in
Time
Let
out.
me use my wand of wonder in her general direction, and we'll
Why
just have
don't
something
we
random
just
happen
throw
over there.
fruit at the queen?
because her life needs to be in danger. Fruit won't do that.
She's of royalty and nobility. Any blemish on her should make it immediate that the crowd has turned.
I agree with Bishop. If you throw fruit at her, she might back off.
Then if one fruit is thrown, the mass will throw the rest.
Well, she might. Well, the crowd is mixed, and she might just be enraged by the fruit and seek who done it rather than be fearful. You need to strike fear into her heart.
However, if it is us, we can explain that we did it for her safety.
Or we just don't
We
get
already have
caught.
curried her favor.
I like not getting caught.
I like the magic wand idea.
What's the magic
Let's
wand
cast
idea?
votes. I vote for magic wand.
What's the magic wand? Norbert, hit me with the
Yeah.
magic wand idea.
I'm just gonna shoot it off in the general direction of the stage.
And a
at
random
the
thing will
executioner, I guess. Is the executioner near the queen?
No, they're on opposite
you
ends of the courtyard.
Oh, opposite ends. Okay. Maybe I'll shoot it at a guard close close to her.
I imagine she
Being
has guards in
important
front of her, right?
She does, yes. She's surrounded by those women in plate.
Now, can he stealthily shoot this off from the crowd so they don't
I mean,
know
we're-
it's
we're-
from us?
We're pretty subdued, aren't we? Like if I just held my wand, I just did, I just shot it out in that direction. People may not know where the boom comes from.
Depends on what kind of
While
boom
you-
it is.
While you do
Yeah.
that, we should
It'll
disperse.
be completely random. I've got a lot of things. Yeah.
We should also disperse
Well,
if
we
he's
need to
doing
make
this.
sure that he can hide after the fact. We don't want him alone.
I'm
Does
just
somebody
saying
have
we
Misty
should just...
Step or
I actually do have Misty Step. I have
I
a Misty
might
Step I can cast for
Do
free.
you have the
today.
spell slot for Misty Step?
I don't have
Actually-
it. I don't need a miss.
hold
I
on.
don't need a spell slot for it. For
I've got an item.
perk I
I
picked
got an
up.
item for this. I literally just got these. I got some dust.
Oh,
Yeah.
even better. I have Vortex Warp, which
Hey,
I can
Bob?
use to teleport someone, a willing target or a non-willing target, wherever I want. Within,
Bob?
I can send
Yes.
them 90 feet somewhere.
That works. An item.
Do that and
Would I-
move the queen further away.
Okay, hold on. Yes, Andrea?
Would I know Blackjack? Is he a member of my Thieves Guild, or would I have run into him at any point in time?
He is not.
my-
He's a competitor, and he's actually caused several of your Thieves Guild to go to prison.
Somewhere.
Okay, so I would not like him then.
I mean, you work in similar circles. He's probably more of a goody two-shoes than you would like.
Okay, but he does he know me?
He's never said anything to you.
Okay. Sorry to interrupt, guys.
No, that's
No,
fine.
you're good.
Sorry, I just realized I can't cast Vortex Warp, but I can cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter at the Queen, maybe, and just make her laugh.
I don't know if that's going to be enough, but I've got some Dust of Disappearance if you want to fire a magic shot off at her and then want to dip. It'll let you disappear and be invisible for 2d4 minutes.
Okay, can I attack while I'm under it? Can I attack?
What I'm
Misty
thinking is
Step?
you attack first and then Dust of Disappearance.
Okay, and can I Misty Step while I'm under the effects of that?
I don't know what's Misty Step do again?
I just can shoot myself 30 feet away.
Okay,
Yes,
I think you should be fine with this, right? Here.
Yeah.
Try that.
Okay.
I'm gonna hand this off to I forgot your name. Norbert.
That's Norbert.
We've murdered a lot of people
bad
together.
memory.
You've got a lot of heads in there together.
One of those things. Sometimes words are hard.
I'm
Yeah.
going to stealth away from them.
I would also like to walk away casually from Norbert. I don't want anyone eyeballing me.
Correct.
Okay.
I've handed him the Dust of Disappearance.
Norbert may die, but in a blaze of glory.
I believe in you, Norbert. Don't shoot the queen. Don't actually shoot her. Shoot near her.
I mean, it could have been much worse. I got wyvern poison on me. I'm pretty sure that would kill anyone.
Same.
Okay.
Wait, we all have
No.
that poison.
No, not all of us, but some of us, yes.
We could kill the queen. But I would never do that because I took an oath of nonviolence.
I did not. Norbert has performed a lot of violence and loves it. Okay, so
If
So what do I-
possible,
what do I need to
I'm
do
going
to-
to go sneak the direction of Cressetta, just to kind of be somewhat in that vicinity.
I'm gonna hang close to Bishop.
I guess I will start channeling my ability, my Emissary of Peace.
Okay.
So I have bonus charisma in case we need to talk about things soon.
Okay. So,
And I'm gonna make my way through the crowd towards the way that Blackjack is taking Trinia, so I can attempt to stealthily track where they go.
okay. So
Okay.
we've got an invisible Norbert who's going to use his wand.
I've snorted. I've just snorted it like it's a bunch of coke. The invisibility dust, because
Didn't.
I assume that's how it works.
You're supposed to throw. dust
Norbert
in
has
the-
no
Wait.
idea, so he's guessing.
Oh no!
purely.
Oh my god!
He's snorted it. Likes it. Got a bit of a kick out of it.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna shoot my wand to wonder who's the biggest, baddest looking guard near the queen. We'll see how this works, and I do have a redo if I need to.
My god!
Oh,
Oh my
yes.
god!
God.
Okay.
Okay, so
Oh my!
I've hit. What is gonna happen?
What you shot near, right? You said
Yeah.
near.
You
Oh.
are stunned until the next turn, believing something awesome just
Oh
Can't use luck, right?
no! So do your 2d4. Let's see how many.
Oh fuck yeah!
Do 2d4 to find out how many minutes you got.
How long am I gonna lay here?
No, it's 2d4, he
Completely
said,
dead.
right? Or
2d6.
2d6?
Oh, D4.
Yeah,
2d4. Sorry,
how many minutes do you have on the invisibility?
4 minutes.
So you got
2d4.
4 minutes.
I'm invisible and completely stunned in a crowd, and I think I've just done something extremely badass
Okay.
because I did roll a nat 20. So
Jesus Christ.
Norbert is
And indeed, the queen whispers something to the guard nearest her, then turns quickly to flee into the castle.
Excellent work, Norbert.
A dozen guards close behind her to cover her retreat. The remaining guards in the courtyard move to apprehend Blackjack, but the gathered nobles, thirsty for blood, make it difficult to move through.
Is anybody near me to make sure that I don't just get murdered by the crowd, just being stepped on, or did everybody leave me?
Wasn't your turn isn't it like 6 seconds or?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Turn is 6 seconds, so it's like you've got technically 40 rounds if it's of your invisibility.
Just do it again
No, I'm stunned.
until your next
He's
turn.
basically
six-
stunned
only
for
for one-
like
yeah,
6
one round.
seconds.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the 2d4 was to find out how many minutes you're invisible. You're invisible for.
Yeah,
like,
so
a good
you're
4 minutes.
available
Oh.
again. So do it
Oh, yeah.
again.
Good. Do it again.
I still think I've done something awesome. The queen is gone. I think I'd tell whoever's nearest me. Fuck yeah, guys, let's go. Mission accomplished.
Blackjack stands there
I
for a
strut.
moment, looking at the executioner, seeming perfectly pleased with himself that the queen is leaving. The executioner is taking advantage of this moment to wield his axe and is preparing to swing on Blackjack.
You should probably intervene.
Let me shoot. Can I shoot another wand at the as the executioner?
You can, unless somebody else wants to take an
Yeah.
action. I want to share
Anyone
here
wants-
if anybody else wants to.
You're invisible. Fire off.
Yeah.
I have one shot with this before I just need to let it sit for a bit.
Before it got a recharge.
Do it again. Hold action. I'm waiting for something
Believe.
awesome to happen.
Did it hit, first off?
Yes. Did it hit?
Who are you firing that at?
The executioner.
Yes, that will hit.
Now, what did it do?
Leaves grow from the target. You choose a point in space as the target if you choose a point in space. Okay. He's just gonna start growing some leaves on him. He's
Okay.
a leafy bitch.
Okay, he's shocked by this. Blackjack laughs, casts a look in your direction. You become visible, but he has not yet identified where that spell came from.
Oh no.
Disperse.
I can bail.
I'm gonna just fucking bolt.
What about black guy? Black cloak. Bishop, what do we need to do? I was next to Bishop.
How far has Blackjack gotten?
He's just now started to move. He's hustling toward the back castle wall.
Okay, is that where that's the opposite where Cressetta is, correct? Or we
Yeah,
are?
Cressetta was kind of along the side.
Has she moved at all?
She has. She's making her way toward the exit.
Okay. I would just say, Victor, let's just kind of slowly go to the exit as well, to kind of get out of here, and just keep an eye on Blackjack to make sure everything is copacetic.
So
Have I been able to make my way through the crowd to get nearer to him to be able to?
Yes, you can
Follow him.
see that he appears to be running for a rope that is tied to a heavy bag.
He's gonna do some fucking
Is
pirate shit.
Is it a rope hanging from above?
The rope goes up over the castle wall. It seems
Okay.
taut enough to play a song on.
Okay.
Let's bolt, Victor. Let's bolt.
Let's go to the other side of that wall.
We don't know that's there.
Oh, we don't see that. Okay, yeah. Let's bail.
Let's just bolt. Let's bail.
bail. Yep, we're bailing. Cheese it.
Bishop and Victor just like bolt and kind of just like whichever direction Cressetta goes, I'm gonna try to like follow that direction.
Okay.
Following Bishop.
I'm going to continue to follow Blackjack and Trinia.
Okay, well, Blackjack, with his arm around Trinia, runs to the rope, wraps it around his hand, I suppose, and cuts it. The two of them go careening up the wall with violent force.
Nice.
You see him slip a potion up underneath his mask. He flips over the wall. But the most perceptive of you can see that his falling speed seems to be slower than it otherwise would be.
Son of a bitch, he's a monk.
He might have taken a potion.
True.
Yeah, for the fall.
And people both cheer and boo, and fistfights are breaking out in the crowd.
Fuck yeah.
Can I do a perception check to see if there's any kind of thieves' cant use my thieves' cant to see if there's anything I might see around the area of that rope?
You can, yes.
Never mind.
You see no symbols.
While me and Bishop are hustling through the crowd, can I do a take a penny, leave a penny, and try to steal from somebody super rich? I'm not looking for gold. I want like a neat trinket.
Sure.
Cool. Just walking through the crowd, take a penny, leave a penny.
You're looking for a neat trinket, huh?
Yeah. Doesn't have to be anything fancy.
All right. How about a black leather notebook filled with half-finished poems?
I say neat, and I take it. It goes
Stealing
in the
someone's
backpack.
life work.
It's beautiful. Read this, Bishop. Read this. This is beautiful.
It's half completed. What beauty is there in half finished things?
That's the beauty of it. It's half finished, never to be completed.
Okay. Is everyone leaving, or is there any other activity here in the courtyard?
I'm gonna leave.
Yeah, I say we get out of town.
Let us proceed to party.
Or rather, we should find an inn or something.
Does anybody have a message?
I do.
Never mind. Nope, I can't say what I'm gonna say because that's gonna break
You
the
don't
game.
have message.
Nope. Victor, do you have a message?
Mm-mm.
Shoot.
Nope.
Norbert's
I
just
do have this
chilling
neat
there,
poem.
invisible.
You're not invisible anymore, Norbert.
Has it been? It's been more than 4 minutes.
No, because you casted a spell while
Oh,
you
I
were
thought-
invisible. You
I
became
don't know
Oh,
if
I
that,
thought-
yeah, I don't know if that dust ends the invisibility, but I think the guard might have made your invisibility stop.
No, it does. It says on the dust if you cast a spell.
Oh,
there's a-
well, there you go. Never mind.
If
There's
it
a-
works how
there's a-
normal invisibility works, like the moment you cast a spell or do an attack, your invisibility ends.
Ah.
Yeah, so you didn't actually cast a spell when you stunned yourself, so I let that slide. But
Oh, okay.
He just thought he did.
right.
Sure.
Okay, so I assume the party meets back up outside.
Hey
People
guys,
were
you see what I did?
Cressida.
Wasn't that,
Screaming
wasn't that
out.
awesome?
Oh,
The
I was
plant
pretty
thing?
badass in there.
It's a little too low.
has Cressida gone in the direction where Blackjack was headed?
No, she seems to be headed back toward the keep.
Okay. Victor, what do you think? Should we keep following her, or do you think we should just...
I don't know. I mean, did she say anything specific to you when you first talked to her?
Yes and no. I'm just gonna jaunt up to her and Cressida, can I have the fruit back or some coin back for what I've given you, and see if she can give me back like the dagger.
She does immediately hand you back the dagger.
Okay. And then I'm just gonna ask, do you need any more assistance?
The hell is that? Sorry.
I don't know.
That was some spookiness.
That was
It's
scary.
very spooky. Why is it so spooky?
So spooky.
Oh, spooky. It's so
I
spooky.
can't press the stop button. I don't know. All right, web app, you're done. You're done. You're out of here. You're fired. At least for now. She seems concerned. She seems like she's in a hurry. She said, "I need to find out what's going on. I will send for you.
Okay.
Where
We
can I
will
find
go-
you?"
We will go back to
A good place for a nap.
well, no, it's the training place we were staying at, guys. What is it?
That's the Citadel.
Oh, the Citadel. For now, we'll start at the Citadel and go from there. We might change locations.
She shakes her head. No, the Citadel's been closed.
We will find an inn nearby and we don't know. I don't know of any ends. Bishop doesn't, at least. So, we'll
What
find.
about
She
Dead
says,
Lady's house?
What was that?
The
Oh, yes.
from the beginning, what was her
Yep,
name?
you're right. You're right. You're right. The ghost lady.
Yeah, Ghost Lady's house.
I tell her to find us at the tarot reading card. The
Arrow deck reader.
Harrow deck
Zolara.
reading. Zulara's house.
she says, wait for me there. I'll send a message. And she turns and rushes off.
All right, sorry, I'm back.
No problem. I was trying to do some kind of streets. There we go. Okay, so you guys are headed to Zolara's?
I think we need to make sure we get sleep. Can we sleep there?
We've slept there before.
Okay, because we've
And
been
there's
out of
beds up
spell
top, too.
slots for quite some time now.
Don't worry, I still got my poker. Hold up my glaive.
Okay. So you want to head back there? Everybody want to head back there? Does anybody not want to head back there?
No, I think we need a rest.
Andriel, did you lose sight of the blackjack guy?
Well, he went up over the wall.
Oh shoot! How'd he do that?
He's fancy. He has a rope.
He had a rope tied to a weight, and he cut the rope, and it launched him over the wall with Trinia.
Was it a magic rope?
The rope, just physics. It's neat.
What are these seismics you speak of, Victor?
Robot, you know physics.
That's magic, and you know it.
Magic.
What sorcery are you speak of?
What sort of bullshit magic are we talking about?
The type the black cloak can just pull out. That's pretty cool though. I completely missed that. We were bailing.
Okay. So you head back to the house. Are we setting up any watches?
I just want to walk through, make sure there's no recent people that have moved in here that we are expecting upstairs. Since we know that there's no valuables in here anymore, or that there weren't any when we last were here, as well as just making sure that there's no new entrances other than the back and front door, and then the windows on the first floor.
The place has remained unmolested since you left. Your footsteps in the dust are the last you see.
Okay.
Most recent you see.
Beds are still good up here, guys. Nobody's here.
Good stuff.
Wake me in 6 hours.
Wake me when September ends.
And then Bishop's just gonna pass out.
I'm gonna follow his lead. I don't think we need to set a guard up for here. Nobody else knows we're here.
We need a guard.
No.
Nope.
I'll be-
Norbert's out. He's ward out.
I'll be the guard. I don't have the spells, so if I need any healing, somebody can give me a heal in the morning. So I'll take guard.
Well, you still need to sleep though. You'll get exhausted if
Exhaustion.
you stay up for too long.
Okay.
Andrew will
well,
just
who
wake me up
won-
in 6 hours, and you can go to sleep then.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and take guard. I'd like to barricade the 2 doors with the tables again, though, and black out the windows.
Okay.
Sun out.
Alrighty. While you are asleep, Phil gets up, moves sort of stiffly over to the table, and starts performing a card reading. Anybody who can see him, make a perception check.
Who's doing this?
Phil.
Phil.
Bill.
Is he on the first floor?
He is, yes.
Okay.
Are there beds on the first floor?
No, the beds are up on the second floor. I'm just sleeping on the first floor because I'm awake, but I'm not.
I went to a nice bed.
Yeah.
We'll see how this works.
I'm snuggling upstairs.
Nope, it's because I'm asleep.
Okay.
Okay, remind me who Phil is. I'm feeling stupid here.
Phil is our
Goat man.
goat man. Yeah,
the
he's our
manager
goat
of
bard.
Rumble.
Yep.
Oh, right. Okay.
Philatides. That is his last name, right?
Yes.
It is. It is.
Perfect.
You can call me Hunkley's.
Okay. Like it.
All right.
Oh, I'm hearing dice rolling. No.
Are we dead yet?
The
this-
soothing passage of time.
How would you know if you were dead or alive? What would
God,
the
is
difference
that
On the other
be?
side.
Sam would know, but Norbert would be. I mean, maybe he'd know. I don't know. I don't know how death works for us right now. Do
How
I go to
close
another
are
plane?
you to a patron god?
Yeah. I've
Norbert's
kinda
just a dude.
sold my soul
He's a
to
magic bitch.
magic weapon.
I don't even know if Warforged has souls, so I don't even know if what would. I think I
Norbert.
would just cease to exist.
Olin Dog is magic just because he is.
And philosophical with D&D. Where do we go when the
Deep
character
thoughts
dies?
with Jack.
Which
Andy.
which plane of existence does Norbert get to go blow up?
I actually don't know how the afterlife works in Galarion. I can tell you how it works in Forgotten Realms,
Okay.
but in Forgotten Realms, you go up on the wall of souls in Limbo until your god comes to claim you. If no one ever does, then you just become part of the wall.
Ooh.
It's pretty cool. Norbert would make a really good wall.
A wall that explodes.
Fuck yeah, it would be. Every once in a while, he'd roll on his d20 just in case.
Hey, why is that piece of the wall moving? Why has he got a dice?
The wall lives.
I guess I could have done this before the adventure, so apologies for that. But
You're forgiven.
I'm using a crackhead right now, so it's all good.
I'll be right back. 1 sec.
okay, you guys all dream of hero cards as Phil is dealing out your fates.
Not again. Who spiked the peyote?
2 more.
Does everybody remember their first tarot card?
Wrote it down.
You wrote everybody's or just your own?
Just my own. I grabbed it and dropped it at the bottom. I got the courtesan.
Okay, so let me copy this. Blunt's card, if Blunt is back, is let's see. Oh, I hate how they sorted these. I forgot this from last time. Why would you sort them by name alphabetically? It does not help. Okay, Blunt gets the Tangled Briar. Misaligned.
What did I get?
Victor gets the Carnival. It's neither aligned nor misaligned. Andriel gets
Do I get one if I'm not asleep, or is this...
You will dream of one if
When
you're
it's my turn.
asleep. Otherwise, one lands sort of in your lap.
Okay.
If I ever find it. You get the Winged Serpent. It's misaligned. Next up is Bishop.
And what does it mean by misaligned?
Dealt sideways.
Yeah, it's usually a bane as opposed to a boon.
Oh, okay.
Bishop gets the Avalanche. It
Shit.
is misaligned.
The Avalanche misaligned.
Norbert gets the Bear. It is aligned.
Or I'm a bear. I got a good bear, guys.
Rumble. Gets the Juggler. It's misaligned. And Phil's own card is the Inquisitor, and it is aligned. Alright, let me find them real quick and throw them to you. If you want to look at them. Tangled Briar going to Blunt. Carnival going to Victor. Oh, the Carnival was aligned. I'm sorry. It's
Oh,
never misaligned.
never misaligned.
Some of them are never misaligned.
Blunt is back.
Yep.
Winged Serpent. Avalanche.
Oh, scheiße.
Yours is actually good to be misaligned, though.
Means that there's not gonna be.
No avalanche.
Oh, great.
Avalanche of information.
Norbert is big and strong like a bear.
Dub Bear.
Big, strong bear.
Norbert with his -1 to strength is a bear. No, I took. I like my picture of a bear. This is not the picture of a bear I was expecting, but I like it.
Is it a very large burly man?
No, it is a bear on a unicycle.
Oh, that's better.
All right. And let me. I think I'll put those in the Monday chat so that we have some record of that.
I want that bear to be my profile picture. I don't have a Discord profile picture, so I think a bear on a unicycle is exactly what we need.
Now, comrade.
All right. Okay. Hero reading is done. Hooray.
So do we get to fight a worm now?
I don't know.
We can.
Suppose anything could happen.
I need some bait, boys and girls.
Did it look like Phil consciously woke up to do a hero reading or unconsciously?
He seems to have fallen asleep at the table as soon as it was complete.
He's
But
pretty drunk, guys.
But his eyes weren't like glowing or anything.
Not that anybody saw.
Okay. Yeah, we did roll pretty terrible perception. Whenever the 6 hours is up and Andrew wakes me up,
Yeah.
I want to ask her if she had any better line of sight on Phil doing a reading, because I dreamt of potential danger and disaster as he was doing it.
Did I notice anything with the 10 that I rolled?
I mean, you saw Phil doing it, but no, otherwise.
Yeah, sorry, Bishop. I didn't see anything.
Okay. All right. Let's switch over. I'll enjoy your 8 hours. I'll wake the others up here shortly.
I yawn and go, all right, thanks.
All right.
And I'm so tired, I just pass out.
Okay. Well, very early in the morning, there's a knock at the door.
Has it been 2 hours since Andrea woke me up from that, or has it been like a full 8?
It can have been a full 8. That's
okay. Then I would have woken everybody up, warned them that there's a knock at the door, and then gone to look to see if it is Cressetta or not. I really should come up with some kind of like code word with her or something. I just peek out of like one of the corners of the blacked out windows to see if it's her or not.
It is.
Okay. I let her in, tell her to hurry inside, and then lock it back up behind her.
She steps inside. Again, it's unusual seeing her in street clothes. She's wearing a simple brown cloak and pulls it down as she comes in, looking around a little bit. Seems like a safe place.
As safe as one can with Corvosa's property laws.
This is our house now.
What news have you brought?
A bit of both. Do you want the good news or the bad news?
Bad first, good second.
As you may have surmised, Iliosa has disbanded the city guard. She's replaced us with her gray maidens.
I figured that would be the case. What's the good news?
I have a gift. It seems someone you rescued wanted to make sure you received something. They brought it by the... Well, the quartermaster had it. As he was packing his things, he asked me if I knew where you were and could bring it to you.
I humbly accept.
She says it seems to be a very powerful item.
I'm gonna slowly look at it to see what it is.
It's a gnarly wooden wand with holy symbols.
Ooh.
Phil, need you to look at something real quick.
He agrees. It's in the party sheet. He does the 10-minute deal to identify it.
Yeah, that's gonna be needed.
Yeah.
Um,
Phil can already heal. Can Norbert take that?
I think the person we want just to have this is usually whoever doesn't take the most damage.
I guess we do
So
need
that
to
way-
convert that.
So that way that people can be shot at with this. Because if it's Cure Wounds isn't touch, is it?
It is
Shoot,
touch.
Shoot.
But
Yeah.
this is the Cure Wounds wand, right?
Yes.
Shoot it at people? Or do you have to be touching?
You have to be touching. You can
Ah.
touch them with the wand. So I didn't do any conversion on this, but there's no such thing as cure moderate wounds. So what we'll do is we'll do cure wounds with the same number of charges. However, you can spend more than one charge to upcast to a maximum of 3rd level.
Oh, shoot.
So you can spend 3 charges if you want.
So, I feel like Andrew or myself should have this. Due to the range and sneakiness that we can run in and out of situations fast. But that's entirely up to the group. That's just my 2 cents.
Can anybody use the wand? Or do you have to have some kind of magic to be able to use it?
It doesn't say in the description.
Yeah,
It says a wand is a thin baton that contains a single spell. Each wand has 50 charges when created, and each charge expends allows the user to use the wand spell 1 time. One that runs out of its charges is just a stick. And then he added, can use up to 3 charges to cast up to a 3rd level spell.
I'll take
So-
it if you want.
let me.
I feel like
let's look at the
you-
rules for wands really quick. Sorry.
if this is true, I feel like you or I, more specifically you, because you can disengage as a bonus action.
Right, right.
So I feel like running in to help somebody, then disengaging as your bonus action to miss an opportunity of attack to heal somebody up to 3rd level cure wounds, which I think is like 3d6 plus well, 3d8 plus whatever your modifier is.
And honestly,
Okay.
you'd only have to do that in like the dire situations where people are dropping and we need to keep like 3
Right.
people up.
But we've had a couple of those already, so
Yeah, that's true.
So that's why I feel
That's a
like
good idea. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take it.
are probably the best, followed by me, just because I'm
Sneaky.
good at distances. But
Okay,
That's just
I believe anyone can use the wand. It does not
Okay.
recharge.
All right, I'll take it.
does that work with everybody else?
Yeah, works for me.
Works for me.
It's just
Good
a
with it.
pokey stick to me. I don't care.
Okay,
All
who wants it?
Andrew.
All right.
It's
So
not a chair, so Rumble doesn't care.
Pretty much. Give me a magical chair. Oh, that'd be awesome.
It'll eventually turn into a stick.
Can it be instead of a wand? Can it be a chair of cure wounds?
And you just smack them with it to
Yeah,
heal
you
them.
hit them really hard. That'd be fun.
negative.
It does
Heals.
damage equal to what it heals, so it's pretty useless.
We'll give it to the paladin and be like, Christ heals you. There you go.
The power of Christ compels you.
It tells you, yeah.
During the 10 minutes, I would have wanted to talk to Cressetta and created like a
Yeah.
verbal somatic thing where it's like thunder, lightning kind of thing. And I think that's probably the easiest. Is one of us says thunder, the other says lightning. Just as like a, hey, is everything good, or is this like
Okay.
is this you? So and I'll hash out the details later for like other scenarios that we would have covered.
Okay. So also during this time, she explains that these Grey Maidens are women being recruited primarily from the Sable Company, the Order of the Nail, and the Corvosan Guard. They're exclusively beautiful women. Although none of the women who have been asked to serve have returned, it's rumored that some of them are in the dungeons. It's impossible to tell for sure because the castle is now closed to everyone. The queen is hiding inside for her safety. She fears that the queen will be soon restructuring the city's military. And she apologizes that this obviously means she's not going to be able to pay you everything you were promised.
Fuck.
It means we're gonna have to collect.
Is it possible for you to still get us in front of the queen at some point?
She says that she doubts that very much. She's not sure if she will ever speak to the queen again.
Even with, and I just flashed like the badge that she gave us. Where's it? Inventory. The emblem of Corvosa. I was like, even if we have this,
She looks very sad. She says, I believe that era has ended. People in the city may still respect it, but the Grey Maidens are the law now.
I see. Would you know of anybody, and I'm going to pull out the mithril hip flask. Would you know of anybody who else carries this flask carrying this moniker? Just to see if maybe there's like a group that we can associate ourselves with. Just to kind of show the House of Drake on it.
Nope, she does not recognize the symbol.
Okay. Anybody else have any ideas?
Well, I mean, the queen knows us. We could literally just go bang on the palace doors and see if she's willing to talk with us.
Right,
If we
because
get
we're
let
still in
in.
her good graces.
Yeah.
It just depends on the ladies of the Grey Order at this point.
I mean, we could go in and just, say that we're concerned with her safety and wanted to find out if she's okay, and then maybe find out what's going on her end.
What was our last mission for the Queen? Our last interaction? I'm trying to rack my head on that one.
You trying to remember, or are you asking her?
Asking the group
Yeah.
/ also trying to remember.
Let's
Bishop was there.
Bishop does not. Out of game. TJ doesn't remember. Bishop totally remembers.
Remember you saw her get threatened by Sabina?
Yes. So I remember the Grey Lady threatening Sabine, but I don't remember afterwards kind of like what happened. Like I know that like there has been threats that Sabine and Cressida are going to be executed next by this woman.
Sorry. Sabina is the leader of the Grey Maidens.
Oh, okay. Then yes.
And
Sabina,
yeah, she threatened that if Cressida gets in her way, that she could wind up joining the traitor at the execution.
So I tell the group that Sabine has threatened Cressida. Cressida's life is now in danger due to Trina escaping through Blackjack. So we need a way to placate this situation, or we need to find the true murderer of the former king and bring them to justice. Anybody have any ideas?
I think you're on the right track with trying to find the true murderer, because I don't think Trinia is, and she was just a scapegoat. Maybe we should head to the castle to see if we can find out any more information. And go in there acting like we're still on the Queen's side and wanting to help in any way that we can.
Or we could just be going into the lion's den and she sees us as a potential threat, and we just
That's
die.
true. That's true.
So, what do you guys want to do? Because we all in a lose-lose. We all suck.
I like money.
Yeah,
I do
talk
too.
to the Queen.
She's got the money.
I mean, me, Rumble, me, and Phil, and Norbert, we'll just go to another city. We could just say, screw this city. You guys ready? Let's go.
I mean,
I feel like we need to collect our payment.
I can collect payment in heads if need be. Heads and chairs.
I don't know. Waterdeep sounds really nice this time of year.
I mean, technically speaking, that's on another planet, but I get it.
You got a spaceship? Let's go.
Magnamar. I think you would be talking about Magnamar.
Magnamar. I heard it's very cold at this time of year. Let's go.
Let's go talk to the Queen, see if we can collect our payment, as well as place ourselves within potentially the new military to get closer to the truth of the matter.
Oh yeah. So do all that work for another new military, another organization?
No, we're trying to find out what this Queen is up to, because she's,
I don't know. She looked like she was trying to murder people, and we tried to step in, and we just didn't let the murder happen.
Which means, and
But we didn't
I
get
just
caught.
kind of do a look around real quick, the Queen might have murdered her husband, like the rumors have stated.
That's what I'm thinking, is that she's got ulterior motives here, and she's playing the Game of Thrones here.
Because if you think about it, her lover Sabine all of a sudden has all this power now. The military is gone. The castle guards are basically now all the gray people. And this is all after the Queen has taken full power after her husband has died. I don't think all of this is quite the coincidence that we are trying to be led down to believe.
Right, and I think we need to find out what's going on.
This is me being a character and being a joke. Wow, you just now got onto that? I'm a dum dum. Like,
Gosh dang it, Rumble. Use your muscle brains for something.
I'm just saying, it's bright and obvious. You see the person do the movements. You know, like, you guys. I'm over here just chilling, letting y'all do y'all's thing, and getting us into more trouble, and not letting me make money and sleep with women. Come on.
So Crisetta says I really should go. She's still standing next to Bishop. She says, I believe you dropped this, and hands you a piece of paper, and turns and heads out the door.
Okay. Be safe. We'll be here. Leave a note if needed. If we are not here, if you need our assistance.
When she leaves, I ask him, so is that the resistance? When do we join? Rumble's just not being, he just doesn't care anymore.
I just kind of like swat him away and like go find a seat and start to read this note.
The large rustling man.
Yeah,
Swat
go
him away.
ahead. Do I have to do a shrink test?
Okay, he's reading his love letter.
When you guys hooking up?
I have a destination we need to head to.
Oh, so it's one of those type of meetups. Rumble's being quiet now.
Do you need me to cast some enhance ability on you?
No. But I do know where we could get some chairs for Rumble.
Fuck yeah.
Cheers, okay.
And I start to kind of just tell them that I know of a contact that could potentially help us, as well as give us guidance and potentially what we're looking for. And tell them we need to go to 16 Hillcrest Street, and I don't say anything else.
Okay.
And all of that's on, on that little note of that.
Yes. There. Yeah. 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 We just need to probably go now to this place to like not widen the gap in our fallacies.
And we absolutely trust her that she's not working for someone that we don't disagree with?
Of course.
I guess the question now is, are we alive? Do we have a purpose? And do we need to figure out, one, where our money is, and two, what actually is happening with the city? If any of the answers are yes, then yes, I feel like we can trust her. She's very troubled by not only the goings and comings of the country right now and the people, but also with its leadership. And in true fashion, she's terrified of Sabine and the threat that she poses.
I mean, you all make good points. Do you think she's cute?
I check my own pulse.
You're alive.
And one of the answers is yes.
Then we're good to go. So I say we head this direction, and whether it's what we need or not, we can determine it at that point. But I feel like this is at least a starting point.
Okay. Assuming no one disagrees and everybody wants to head toward that address. It happens to be in the center of Old Corvosa.
Let's go.
Well, at 16 Hillcrest Street, you find the Orsini Academy. It's a large building, advertising, martial training. It's a huge sign hanging on the front door that says classes canceled today.
Oh, time to go home.
But Rumble, there's chairs in there.
chairs.
I knock on the door and see if it's unlocked.
Before your fist hits the panels, man in flowing white hair opens it and ushers you inside.
I go inside.
Looks behind you to see if you've been followed, bringing everyone inside, and closes the door.
What was the name of this academy again?
Orsini Academy.
So was this place on the piece of paper?
Yes.
Okay. And what did it say? I'm sorry, I stepped away for a second.
From what I told y'all that this is like a place that it's a starting point. It could potentially help us in what we're looking for. And I don't tell y'all the full note, just to kind of get us to this point because we need to go as fast as possible.
Okay.
He leads you down a hallway, through a training room, and into a study. You can immediately see that the windows have been double covered. Not only are they shuttered and curtained, but the blankets have been hung as well.
I just step up to him and I just show him the note, just kind of in front of me, not where like everyone else can see. I'm just like, "Are you the author of said note?"
It is my pleasure to meet you. I am Vencarlo Orsini. He bows.
I bow back and then I say, "These are my fellow adventurers." And I just go off and with introductions of everybody.
He stops you and says, yes, I know you well. This is Victor, Norbert, Rumble, Phil, Blunt, and Drill. Am I correct?
That you are. I believe
my
our fellow
friend Cressida can scarcely stop speaking of your good deeds. Your reputation fills the streets.
I thank you. It is a team effort for sure. For shenanigans. How far away are we from? Am I from him roughly? You think, Bub?
A few feet.
Like how far away? You said.
A few feet. I mean, he's within handshake distance.
I just want to throw a punch, not full speed, because I have a sneaking suspicion about who this person actually is, and I want to see what he can do.
Okay. So you want to make an attack roll?
Yes. I guess it would just be my strength, which is because I have no mod to strength. It would just be a 13.
Okay. He quickly and deftly moves to parry the blow.
I point blank ask him, "Are you Blackjack?"
He laughs. What? And my age? I should think not.
With that speed, I do.
I've been fighting longer than you've been alive.
The medal doesn't show all the scars, but you may be right.
Seems you do need some training, though your blow was just a bit slow.
Don't always want to hurt old men. But we shall continue on with our lessons, I believe, that you have offered. And I tell everybody now that we're here, this kind man has offered us not only self-defense lessons, but also ways that we can hone our craft.
He looks past you and beckons for someone to enter the room from behind you. You see a woman wearing a wide-brimmed rider's hat and long red curls. She seems nervous and excited. She catches your eye, or let's say she catches Victor's eye, and smiles.
Oh, Victor.
She says, "Sorry about the trouble I gave you in the shingles a few weeks ago." Then Carlo says, "Please, everyone have a seat." He gestures to the tables around the study.
I'd take a seat.
Does anyone not take a seat?
Rumble's too big. He stands up.
I sit down.
Do you want to take a seat and put it in my bag?
No. I'm actually holding on to the seat, though.
I mean, not literally take the seat.
I just slowly take the chair out of the bag. Oh, sorry.
I've got my hand on it. I'm thinking about it still. I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to just take it with me eventually.
Oh, ridiculous.
Hold on,
We'll cross that road when we get to it.
Anyway.
You said red hair, right, Bob?
Yes. Make a perception check.
Where is it? Skills. Perception. Shit.
It seems fake. It's a little too manufactured looking to be real.
Yeah. I'd like to do a perception because I think it's Trinia.
You succeed. It is.
I was. Oh.
That's the best hair I've ever seen in my life.
Andrew, do you know who this is?
It's Trinia, guys.
Oh, shit.
I think you were right on the blackjack thing.
As you all sit, he remains standing. He says, "You were all at the Queen's debacle, so I don't doubt you recognize this charming young woman. I had only just reached my home the night of Her Majesty's morbid gala when that troublemaker Blackjack and the startled woman arrived at my doorstep. The so-called people's hero and I have had some dealings in the past, but it's been some years since I've seen the scoundrel. He was quick with his words and soon swooped off, doubtlessly to right some other festering wrong, but not before entrusting Miss Sabor into my protection and care. Although I don't know Blackjack's motives or politics, I trust his judgment, and have seen much right done by his blade. He says she is innocent of the crime she's been accused of, and I'm more disposed to trust a hero of the city than the tantrums of some bloody-minded child playing at queen. The matter before us is simple. Corvosa is no longer safe for Miss Sabor. I have friends in Hars, a couple of well-respected ranchers. I've arranged for them to take in our beautiful renegade until this whole assassination foolishness blows over. It's the first leg of the journey, though, where we find our problem. Ever since the Queen's put a price on her head, mercenaries, soldiers, and the Queen's new grey maidens have been searching for this young lady tirelessly. They've stopped by here 3 times so far, and each time I've only just barely been able to turn them away without inviting a search. My most reliable contacts have gone to ground in light of the recent uprisings, and Her Highness's bounty for Trinia's capture makes use of new agents inadvisable. Few could resist the temptation of 5,000 pieces of gold. Thus, after some time to let her trail cool, I've returned to you, resourceful lot. Care to escort a lady home?
And what's in it for us?
Oh, Certainly fund your expedition. It should be a short trip, relatively easy for heroes of the city such as yourselves.
Well, I mean, if we were to turn her in, it's 5,000 gold, correct?
Yes, but you've already done that once. Why would you do that again?
For 5,000 gold? What? How would you match that?
I'm afraid that's a bit beyond my means at the moment. I could perhaps do 500.
The classes that you listed in your notes, what lessons could be offered to us?
I am familiar with the martial trainings of every pursuit. I can teach any weapon. Most of the skills and abilities as well.
That's pretty neat. Any weapon.
So we could do the 500 and do the classes offered. And potentially more later if we need help.
Of course. I'll be interested to see your level of ability as well. There may be future work for you to do.
With your ears to the ground, as they are, do you know of the true meaning of the death of the former king?
I do not. Very few rumors have left the castle. But something is clearly afoot.
We're in pursuit of most likely the same knowledge as you of better understanding what truly happened and which direction that these fine citizens are being led down towards by the current queen.
Well, we shall certainly see what develops, but for the moment, I believe a simple ride out to the farm might do you all some good. Some fresh air, wouldn't you agree?
I would, but I am just one of 7. Do you have a back room that we can discuss this with in private, perchance?
Nonsense. You can stay here. Trinia and I will retire to the parlor.
I stand up to bow as he leaves and just thank him currently for his generosity, and we will give our decision post haste upon arrival to it.
Okay, so he graciously exits, leading the young lady out, closing the door behind him. As you look around the room, you can see several blades that are hung on the wall. You recognize one of them is nearly identical to the one belonging to the drunken man you beat up in the street.
The one with the sword?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Go claim our
The
sword.
one that attacked Victor?
Did we? I noticed in his picture he has a glove on one hand. Is he missing a hand? Do we know?
There's no indication of that.
Could just be like a always ready for battle glove.
Okay.
Guys, what are we thinking? I do see many weapons, some recognized, some not. We can help free an innocent woman and send her on her way, as well as furthering our training in our respective skills.
I think so. I mean, that's kind of what we were leaning towards anyway. I was just trying to get some extra money out of him.
We could get 500 in total, but seeing as he can't currently provide more, he might not be the Robin Hood that we believe it to be.
I'm taking some chairs.
Oh, the chair.
I'm stuffing a handful of them in my bag.
Victor, Blunt, Rumble, Phil, what do y'all think?
I'm nervous. This man might beat our asses if we take lessons from him.
Yes, but sometimes we need ass beatings to know where our fallacies are.
Norbert
Look,
has
man, I don't know what you
sauce.
want me to say here. We're gonna get our ass beat hardcore. I mean, did you see how fast he dodged my punch?
I want to learn nunchucks, though. That'd be kind of sick.
Do we see
I mean,
nunchucks on the
but
wall?
what about his raw strength? That's all that matters.
Well, Rumble, you are the one to test that.
Yeah, wait, what are we doing?
You
Sorry,
don't
I was-
see any nunchucks on the wall. There is, however, a katana and a short katana.
Oh, hell yeah, we're all learning katanas.
Yo,
We're all samurai now.
ooh, I'll make a man out of you. Starts playing in the background. Let's go.
I say we escort her, come back, and further our training. But that's just me. I feel like this is going to be a simple down and back. We can then see in the time how long it takes us to leave, how bad the city truly gets, and that should tell us which side we should be on.
I'm down for that.
Yeah, me too. But do you guys want to put on some disguises, especially for Rumble, since he's famous? We don't want.
Whoa.
We want to be able to get out of here without being noticed.
I say
Whoa.
yes.
I
I'm not
know you're
famous.
beautiful, Rumble, but we need to dirty you up a little bit.
Well, we're going to have to strip all the baby oil off.
No, we can't do that. I worked hard to rub it into your pecs, get in all the creases.
We can just cover it with a cloak. We can still keep your handiwork.
All right, so if we're all in agreement, I'm going to go let him know that we are good to escort her. We just need to prepare a little bit beforehand.
Does anyone have a disguise kit?
I do.
Victor,
Let me check.
I think the rest of us can probably barely disguise ourselves, but Rumble, he's just too noticeable.
Yeah, I know what you mean by disguise. Those words don't make sense to me.
My disguise kit, my backstory disguise is pretty well known. I mean, we literally introduced ourselves to the queen with it.
No, I'll need some gear to hide myself. Can't really hide the glowing eyes, you know.
Can you just unscrew them? Take out the lights?
Do
Which
you
turn
want me
them
to
off?
unscrew your own eye, sir, and take out your lights?
I don't know. I don't think half elves can do that. I don't know about robot dudes.
If you want to jump up to this 6 to 8 level and find out, we can.
Nah.
But no, I definitely feel like we need some form of disguise, and not all shop at one spot.
You insult me.
We all go shop at the same store. I like it.
Shopping spree.
That did not hit, by the way, Norbert.
No, it didn't. It wouldn't have done any damage anyway. Huge pussy.
I just stare down at you, like, really?
I make a Zoolander groan as I slap at you.
Okay.
It actually caused me damage.
So have you agreed to go then?
Yes, I believe we've agreed, but we just need to make sure that we get some disguises beforehand, since we are recognizable as heroes of the city.
Then Carlos says, yes, of course. Anything you need, let me know. Nothing too extravagant, I hope.
I have coin to cover mine if you are willing to send yourself out so that it is not recognized. And I hand him like...
I will not be accompanying you.
No, we need you to go out and get us.
Oh,
some
I just need you
disguises.
to purchase this so that way it's not seen that any heroes are purchasing this gear, so that way it is less recognizable if possible.
Yes, well, it's possible I have what you need in my manor. What is on your list?
We need a cloak for Rumble here. As beautiful as his pecs are, we need to hide them. I need something to hide myself.
Maybe some nice nipple tassels for Rumble.
You have a skirt to go along with it?
Either a complete disguise kit, some scroll of disguise, something for me with my eyes and height. I'm not sure what everyone else needs.
I actually have in my inventory fine clothing. So I have fancy clothes.
Yeah, I think I would need some fine clothing too because I'm dressed pretty raggedy.
So are we gonna all go dressed to the nines?
I could go fancier.
I don't know that we need to be fancy because we need to look like we're going on a road trip. So I think we need traveling.
Travel clothes?
Travel clothes, yeah.
I've got traveler's clothes. So I can just put those on versus like my cloak and stuff that I have. And my armor. I do believe we also need...
traveling down the road all fancy. So
I do believe we also need more potions of healing that we'll have to locate just so that we have them on hand as well.
I have a single potion of healing.
I have none.
I'm debating whether Norbert would want to be very extravagant, very flamboyant in his clothing.
You'll want to be cautious in using magic to escape the city. The guard will be expecting that.
I will just take different traveler's clothes than the ones I own. Nothing as extravagant that I have on. Maybe something poorer for me.
Is there a reason we're not going through the sewers and that we're going along the street?
Or why can't we just go with a bunch of refugees that are trying to escape the city? They're not letting
That's what I was thinking now.
Just
we could go like ragtag.
Kind of ragtag, like we're
Yeah, me and Blunt could be a gay couple, and we're just trying to get away from the city, and we're taking our kids with us, which is all y'all little people. Why not? That seems feasible.
How many gay couples are there in this time and era?
You know what?
Would it be a feasible excuse?
Dead. Why not?
I'm just asking. It has to make
sense.
sense.
I mean, this setting would include that, yes.
Like, who wants to be my wife?
What a progressive city.
Victor, will you be my backpack Yoda?
I mean, I'm a little big for that, but...
No, you just be the backpack Yoda, and then he's my horrible disfigured son, you know? With a big giant...
Don't look at me, I'm hideous.
Yes. And we just we're trying to become to a safer space.
Okay, well, then Carlo says that he's going to leave the details to you. Why don't you come back tonight at nightfall with your plan, and he'll make sure that there's an assortment of clothes and other items that he thinks you might need ready.
I give him the same talking points that I gave to Cressetta about like our code words to make sure that like everything's still like copacetic, if they're really them or not, you know.
Okay. He seems amused. He thinks it's a wonderful idea to have code words. He says he's never had them before. All right. Well, I suppose we're coming up on 9 p.m., so let's go ahead and break here. We can do the travel sequence and the plan. next week. You can give you guys a little time to think about it. Maybe see what kind of ideas you come up with.
Are we level 5 yet?
Not yet.
Oh my gosh.
Eventually.
All you did was talkie. You're going to
Yeah,
level up
but-
for that.
And all I did was the
forward.
talk. I feel like, oh man, somebody help me. I feel like I'm
We don't-
talking too much.
We don't have Phil
Confident in
here.
your abilities.
Yeah.
You have, however, started chapter 2 of the book. Congratulations.
Oh.
Made it this far. Yeah.
Chapter 2.
We're reading.
This is how you read.
Who's got
nowadays.
good charisma out of this group? Just, I know Phil probably does.
I do.
Norbert has good charisma.
Why am I
But,
talking
surely,
about
yeah.
it?
And Norbert's got a +4.
Wouldn't
I got
Victor
0.
also?
Why am I the one talking?
I've got +3. I can help out next time.
I got -1.
I wanted to let you talk. Shouldn't have to talk all the time.
Why are we letting this 6'8" metal man talk?
6'8" metal man led the way. He knows.
Just because I made a female connection.
Oh, you could be my golem. Yeah,
I
that-
could be your golem.
You could be my house
Can I
golem.
be your ugly wife? Norbert, I think, would make an exceptionally ugly woman. Has
Okay,
it been
maybe I'm
24
good.
hours since I lost all my hair?
Yes.
Has it grown back yet?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it's starting to grow back, right?
Okay, I feel like it's coming in like very raggedy. Like I look like an old Halloween decoration.
I'm sorry. I feel like I have felt like missed all this. When did you lose your hair?
In the
dungeon?
in the dungeon, I cast a spell and rolled on my wild magic surge table, and I lost all my hair.
Oh my god!
It was I rolled a spell and the surge. You lose all your hair for 24 hours. I think it was 24 hours.
Yeah, something like that.
And
Maybe
one
it was-
of those magic surges like instantly kills you and turns you into a fireball, right?
Yeah.
I think I may be pretty close to not being at the point where a fireball would kill me unless it's probably max damage.
Hey, Paul, what
I'm
race
at
are you
26
again?
health now. I don't know if a fireball would insta kill me. It'd put me down, but I don't think it would straight
It
up
depends
murder
on
me.
if you've taken damage or not.
Yeah, like from full health, I don't think it would kill me. But
Hey, Blunt,
okay,
Oh.
my hair falls out, but grows back within 24 hours.
what's your race again?
I'm a bread and butter standard human, from my understanding. Let me double check if I did anything crazy.
See, that's why it would work out. 2 human males adopting kids. I like this idea.
All right. Well, I'm going to close this stream down and go do the after thing. So thanks, everybody, if you're watching.